Are you struggling to make the decision to go to college amongst AI rewriting the rule book? You're not alone. A lot of people are facing this issue, and it's been a burden to many. This week, I'm doing a newsletter of the Modern Compass newsletter. It comes out every third Friday. Hit the bio or whatever app you're on, and subscribe. Don't want to miss it. So I'm going to start with, obviously, AI is commoditizing knowledge, right? With data and knowledge at our fingertips much more readily, you can have AI go do deep research, etc. It's just a lot more accessible, knowledge is. And so starting a college a track now for 8 years, obviously some tracks require college, like being a doctor, obviously, things like that. But starting a track for business and some of these other degrees where you pay, 40 to, 150 plus thousand at the end of that school loan, that knowledge may not be worth what you paid by the time you're done. So it's worthwhile to think of it from a different perspective, different angle, because the rule book of going to college, getting a job, it just doesn't apply. And I'll actually give you details of why that's happening in this newsletter. But so we'll start with 3 tips, the 3 key concepts I give you here. And the main one is not the main one, but the first one is access. What does college grant you access to? You have to think about that and weigh that with the cost versus reward. Is it giving you access to mentorship, to scholarships, to fellowships and internships? So that's one, and I kind of go a little bit deeper into that. 2 is finding your uniqueness. I had a couple videos on this last week, I think it was, but finding your uniqueness, and it sounds kind of like BS, but let me explain it. With AI as it commoditizes, there's obviously no personality in AI. There's not much personality, and so the unique ways that we approach things is going to be valuable, and the context that we have is going to be valuable. It is remaining valuable. So the context and the uniqueness of the way we approach things is valuable. So if you can think about what makes you unique, and I've got some activities for you to do, or I've got kind of some activity that you can do in this newsletter. If you haven't thought about that, a way you can think about it, but think about what makes you unique to you, and try, if you're going to college, figure out a way that you can amplify that. And if you can't, and you can't find the access, then you have kind of a value proposition issue with going to college. So think about those 2 things. And then I have a decision framework. This is actually from the book I'm writing, Modern Compass book. It's called it's a decision framework around kind of trust and understanding and your confidence in the signals that you're receiving as you kind of look inwards at those signals and trust that you're seeing. And so I call this the intuitive trust quotient, or ITQ, but it's across 4 different key skills, and I provide a high level of that in the newsletter. But those can help you make decisions as well. A big one is, and obviously, we do this at times, but not in a structured way, but consequential thinking. So always thinking about, especially big decisions like this, what are the 2, 3, what are the chain of events that could happen in a big decision like this? So thinking through it like that is going to be important. And then after that, I go into, what are the areas, the other big data that's showing, aside from, AI is kind of changing everything, is AI is shrinking, AI is shrinking the entry level tier. There's just not going to be, it's looking pretty bleak for the entry level tier across a bunch of these industries and roles. And I provide a bunch of those roles that are reducing due to AI, either displacing or being eliminated entirely. Now, there is some silver lining, even though the entry level is shrinking, there is still some growth. It's just a bit harder to get to from an entry level perspective. There is obviously going to be more verification because several industries still require human verification of what AI has done. So there could be growth in those aspects, but it still could be harder stretch. They may not be entry level roles, but I gave you more information there. And then there's also some info for parents as well. So I think it's well-rounded. Hopefully it's very helpful to you. And I'd love you to subscribe. Check it out this Friday. I'm real eager to get your feedback and see if it's helpful for you. And with that, always follow your compass.